On the wrong screen. Good evening. It's Wednesday, midweek. Hope you're all having a great day. This is Borderline Banter. I'm your host, Mike. I'm here with a few of us tonight. Dustin, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I think we're gonna have a very, very banterful evening. We've got, like you said, a whole bunch of people here. Jace, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Again, we have our returning co-host, Himoto King.
Hmm.
How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Had a nice day off, extra day off. Yeah, it was great. It was good. But let's just get right into it.
Yeah,
What's first on
maybe
the
maybe we should
agenda
chit chat a
today?
bit so I can find out my issue I'm having here.
Oh, okay,
So
sure.
is
All
it
right, well,
something, right?
We played a lot of DMRP today. It was really
Oh,
fun.
it was fun.
Oh
It was
man.
fun.
just to let the audience know, we're Purple Gang
Balas.
over there, Balas. So we've been having some
Eastside
fun with
Balas.
the Green Gang, Green Gang.
Come on,
Mhm.
what's going on here?
Yep. Yeah. Today's been good. We did. What did we do? We did jewelry store.
Yeah, we've
Yeah, we did
got
jewelry
jewelry
store.
store, and you did some testing on some banks. So hopefully
Oh, we
we
did
have some
the retail selling for drugs,
Oh
right?
yeah, that was fun.
retail selling. Yeah, so
That
we've
was fun.
discovered
Okay.
some more things. In fact, we literally just found things the day before. So it's like we're on a roll right now.
On the Cook Lab before that, right?
And the Weed Lab.
Yeah, in the Weed Lab.
Okay, well, I think I can't figure it out, so we're just gonna look on mine tonight. So just bear with me.
What's going on?
He
I'm
can't
having some
quite get my
issues,
Discord
so
to show.
yeah,
So
let
we
me
will
figure this
track
out.
on Mike's screen.
Yeah, let's.
I'm wondering if Discord's having issues because it was acting up for me.
Was it? Yeah, because it wasn't showing it, and I reset and it worked. Then, but it's whatever.
Well, yeah, and when I went to go look at Frank, or not Frank, sorry, Dustin, it lagged a lot before it would finally show it to me.
You know, it's funny you would do
Okay.
that because people keep doing that to Jeb too.
You know what? I think I got you on there now.
Shit.
I think I got
Mostly
you on there now.
Will.
Yeah, it's fucking difficult, man.
I've like imprinted Frank into your brain or something.
Literally, and
I mean,
not a
Frank's
Nope, I didn't.
a
Screw
good
me.
guy.
Okay,
Frank is a good guy, but he's a fucking cop.
Yeah.
guys, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Toronto
Okay.
Star, Speaker McCarthy. Yep.
And I think everyone at home can
You
see.
have
Okay.
You have your OBS up.
Yeah, right now. Okay. Boom. I'm sorry, everybody. This is a horrible start. Like, horrible
Alright, so
start.
Speaker McCarthy, Speaker McCarthy ousted in a historic House vote as scramble begins for a Republican leader.
shit.
So not quiet news. Basically, the 8 Republicans got together and said, "Nah, we're just gonna get rid of him with the help of the Democrats," and
Yeah.
they got rid of him, which is cool because he was doing some dumb things.
Yeah, he look how many times. How many rounds was it to get him in? Like, how many times did it take to get him in?
Like 15. It
Yeah,
was like 15.
exactly, right? So, yeah, that was pretty bad. So, okay.
Well, the other thing is like this affects the shutdown, right? Like, so this is gonna like prolong that whole shutdown thing because they're not gonna be able to get anything done while they're fighting about this.
Yes, that's true.
But that being said, they were already not getting anything done. So
Right.
Yeah, nothing's been done at all. Yeah,
Extra
so
excuses.
a first in U.S. history forced by. Oh, this is the first time that's happened to a speaker.
No,
Nope.
A first.
it's the first time in 85 years or
It's
something.
the first time for the Republicans.
Oh, okay. So,
The Democrats have done it before.
Good job, McCarthy. But yeah, and remember how I? Yeah, never mind. I can say the words there. But yeah, who would you like to see run? I guess it doesn't really matter who's running. He gets voted in, right? So
Yeah, it's not really a running because they don't care what we have to say. We don't vote in this.
yeah,
also
so
that. But I don't know enough Republicans in the House that I like enough to say, yeah, that'd be a good person.
they can really vote anybody. They can vote Joe Blow off the street, can't they?
Well,
in
no,
theory.
no, they can't. It has to be somebody in Congress, in the House.
No, I thought it doesn't. Thought it doesn't. So
Well, technically speaking, they could make another elected official the Speaker of the House, which is what they were thinking about doing with Trump there for a little bit. They were trying to pull what was it, the 25th Amendment to make that happen? I don't remember.
Hmm.
But their Jim Jordan, I think, is running for it, and he sucks. So I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I'm on you now, Dustin. Okay, I'm on you now. It's all you.
Okay, I was just kind of scrolling down it a little bit. This, I think, the 100 years ago thing is Speaker Joseph Cannon. I mean, this is forever ago. But more recently, John Boehner in 2015 survived a vote, or didn't even make it to a vote, but he retired.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess
That was the thing about him passing out checks on the floor of the Congress or whatever, wasn't it? Isn't that why he retired?
that sounds like a pretty good reason to retire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at this point, the Republicans basically have to figure it out because the Democrats are going to nominate once again the esteemed and critically acclaimed
Team Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Jeffrey, so yeah.
We all have to stand up and clap every time they say Hakeem. Did you guys watch that at all when they were trying to get McCarthy in?
No, I didn't. No.
Well, the Republicans were trying to get McCarthy in. The Democrats every time would nominate Hakeem Jeffries, but they would give a long-winded, like almost wrestling promo intro for Hakeem.
Like every time, and they'd all applaud. Like it was.
And we get to see that again
the
now.
most exciting thing they've ever heard.
Oh, well, maybe they'll have a better chant. Who knows?
If you're asking me who should be the next speaker, I would say the esteemed Hakeem Jeffries, but that won't happen. I think the most likely actual option is Steve Scalise.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
just
I
a
don't know who
question.
those guys are.
Yeah, it's just a question of if the MAGA people will support Scalise since he's not a MAGA person.
Yeah.
If they demand to get one of their own in, who would it be? If MGT had her choice, it'd be Trump.
They can.
Or MTG,
I heard they
whatever the fuck
can
her
vote
name
him in theory.
Well,
Yes.
He's not elected official anymore. He's former elected official,
Right.
which I don't think allows him to.
Nope,
Like,
they can name anyone.
They can. I thought so. Yeah.
They can name anyone.
That's
They
what
can
I
name
like.
Oprah Winfrey, which is why her name is in the hat or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
it's literally worded such that it doesn't have to be a member of the chamber.
See, I didn't think so. I did not.
Double
think
check
so.
me.
Until now, the speaker has always been a member of the House.
Oh, probably makes
But
sense.
there's no rule that requires it. The Constitution says
Yep.
only the House of Representatives shall choose their speaker and other officers. Okay.
Yep. They left it vague so they could do whatever they want. They could name Mike.
Ooh.
Wait, can they?
No,
No, you have to
Canadian.
be an American though. Like I said, we talked about this
Yeah.
because you have to be an American because the speaker's a third in power for president. Like in line. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say.
There's the ascension or whatever that
Yeah.
was called.
So when if Biden goes and Kamala goes at the same time, the House Speaker is in charge.
Yep.
Oh.
So we'll find out who that is. For now, we have an interim, and that's actually leading us to our story. The interim has gone ahead and done some work. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Speaker of the House gets to choose everybody who works there, which offices they get. They get to choose who works in which offices. Yep. So the interim person has already told Nancy Pelosi to kick sand and get out of the office she was in.
Yeah,
damn.
that's funny. But why does she step in all? Oh yeah, because she's.
Look at that.
Oh, she's probably.
That is terrifying.
She's heartbroken.
I'm sorry. I didn't do a trigger warning.
They're gonna find her cocaine. Oh no.
So the new interim guy is Patrick McHenry. Never heard of him, but he ordered her to vacate her workspace at the U.S. Capitol building on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And she's still in California right now. She didn't even take part in these votes to remove the speaker. She was still mourning Dianne Feinstein. Aren't we all?
Who was the speaker? Was she the speaker?
Back in the day, she was at
the
one
speaker
point.
was
Yes.
Kevin McCarthy.
She was the speaker when it was the majority.
Yeah. She when the Democrats held the House, she was. But ever since the Republicans took it, they've put in McCarthy until now.
But yeah, it is.
But yeah, I think there was another person they booted out too. I can't remember their name, and apparently they didn't make the headline. Steny Hoyer, Democrat from Maryland, former House Majority Leader. So they went after leadership. Both these moves told them as well to kick sand, get out of these offices.
Yeah, well, like they would do the same to them if they could.
So they told them 6:11 p.m. on Tuesday that they had to have their belongings out by Wednesday.
24 hours. Yeah, well,
I believe Pelosi's already responded to this, saying she's not gonna move her stuff.
they'll just take it. They'll just send movers in when she's gone.
Yeah.
So.
She's also quoted here saying, "This eviction is a sharp departure from tradition.
Yeah.
As Speaker, I gave former Speaker Hastert a significantly larger suite of offices for as long as he wished. So why didn't they do that for me?"
She's mad.
Yeah.
She's better.
So this was 1999 2007. So this would have been before her speakerness.
Yeah.
I
This
don't
guy.
really care about Pelosi being mad. She's awful.
Yeah, I'm never a fan of her. But that's just me personally. So
Getting elected. Well, I know she keeps getting elected. I know what district she's from.
Apparently, Pelosi has also
Yeah.
famously departed from tradition, though, as she revoked the office assigned to Mike Pence and gave it to somebody else.
At the time when he was the vice president, too. Wow.
Yeah. You don't need an
Yeah.
office. But to be fair, what
That
was
just,
Mike doing in the office? He didn't do anything. So
True.
different Mike, not you, Mike.
but hey,
Wait, any relation?
He is pretty much the only reason Trump didn't become president, isn't he?
No.
Because if he
Wow.
changed the treatment,
Have you heard himself talk about that?
but I thought if he made, but I'm not 100% sure.
He
but
wrote
I
a
thought-
book about it.
Did he?
Yeah.
About how he doesn't have that power that
Oh.
everybody
Does not
wants
have the ability to.
it for some reason you to think he had. He doesn't.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah, and that's still going around conservative circles, though. Like, they still are spending that one. Like, it's silly.
The
Mike
other thing
Pence
that
himself
Pence
has come out
does-
quoted multiple times saying no.
Well, the reason he's saying that, and the reason
Maybe
he's
he's gonna win the presidency.
But the reason he's throwing Mike Pence under the bus is because Mike Pence will actually say that he lost the election, not try to lie about it like Trump.
But I think Trump truly believes he won the election.
No, I don't.
But hey,
I think
Pelosi also said it doesn't matter, and it seems to be important to them, meaning the Republicans. It seems to be
There is-
important to them, but I don't care.
way more than enough evidence for him to realize that he lost that election.
The Republicans. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's always fun to see Pelosi getting a little knocked down. You know, she shouldn't be there anyways.
I'm alright with it. I don't like that.
All right, trigger warning.
Oh no, not again. So
All right, let's move on to somebody more. Let's move on to somebody else.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I was like more, and then I couldn't even think of a good word to go there.
So
Grimes.
sues Elon Musk over parental rights.
So
Grimes, go
I
ahead.
assume everybody's aware that they had children together. I know it's shocking, but true.
yeah, sad but
And do you all know who
true.
Grimes is?
I don't really know, and she's Canadian. I thought maybe I
She's
should.
Canadian?
Yeah, so
I know she's a singer.
yeah, but she's
She
Canadian.
makes musics. And I like a couple of her songs.
No, I don't know her, bro.
I don't know either, though.
So Grimes' real name is apparently Claire. She filed a petition to establish parental relationship Friday in the Superior Court. What does that mean? Does she not currently have one?
What do you mean? She has like 3 with them, I believe.
No,
She,
I
yeah,
think
this says
she
has
has
3
not
children.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, it says with whom she has 3 children, so they're hers. I thought they only had one together.
I thought they had one together too.
Well,
Well, this is why we banter. This is where we learn
Yeah.
about Elon Musk.
I mean, I don't follow his every move. Like, first they had a son together named. Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
hate
That's
bruh.
and then the others are named.
Exodark Sidereal Musk. How do people keep thinking this guy is smart?
They refer to them as X and Y.
That
X
is
and
so
Y.
dumb.
Because so X
That
is
is-
XAE 8-12, and then Y is this name that has no Y in it?
I don't know.
Oh, this might be why we're remembering this. Daughter born via surrogate, so Grimes didn't give birth to all three.
Ah, that makes sense. So it was reported last month that the couple also had a third child together, revealed in biography.
Ectomechanicus?
So the third
Ha!
child.
Whoa.
Is that what it is?
Okay, like I just don't like Elon, but yeah,
X,
he's a
Y,
weird-
and tau.
He's strange.
What the
Heck
fuck?
no.
I'm gonna invite him on the show so he can tell us why he did that. So
Why is his name?
Ectomechanic.
next week, Elon Musk.
All right, so Grimes begged Musk to allow her to see their son, and so she can't currently see one of the children. That's what this is all about, though.
Yeah, so probably one of
Okay.
them, the one that was born in surrogate.
I've never been allowed to see a photo of these children until this moment, despite the situation I ripped my family apart.
Children.
Hey, I would prefer to not breathe any more life into this current press cycle, but I want to de-escalate the narrative at the moment. I spoke to Shivon,
Yeah.
at length finally, which was long overdue. This wasn't her fault. Please don't be angry at her. We respect each other a lot more, and we're something.
You gotta click show more.
I really don't want to see more.
Yeah, I mean,
Mostly because it's going to open up my tweeter.
Seems like a lot of nothing.
Okay, yeah.
She's trying to de-escalate it by tweeting. Super awesome.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that's that.
So, I mean, I don't care who raises them. They're both probably terrible. So.
Yeah, they're both probably horrible parents.
They're both going to have somebody they pay take care of the kid.
Elon Musk, I know, is a horrible parent because of how he treats his other kid.
X or Y?
No, the older one who hates him now. I can't remember her name.
Wait, he has kids outside of this
he has 12.
He has more?
Yeah, it's like
what?
10. He's like 10 kids or 8 kids? I don't know.
When you can afford it, when you can afford it.
Oh, because...
Vivian Jenna Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's too many kids. I don't care. Like, that's too many kids.
That's so to be fair, like he's from Africa, and Africans usually have big families, don't they? Like South Africa, from South.
Yeah, but he's South African.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, everyone from South Africa though. That's moved here. They got 5 or 6 kids. You know, like I've only met like a handful of them, but
so he has 10 children.
See, 10, yeah,
with 3 different partners.
So, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so that's his personal life. I prefer to criticize the other horrible things he does, but that, I don't know, his family life's fucked up too.
Yeah, well, everyone's family life's fucked up, so.
That's true.
Here's Siobhan.
Yeah. Very true.
I found Siobhan.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Wait, she had a conversation with the baby?
So I'm on this article about his kids, and that's where I found the 10.
Then
I kept coming on down.
He had a conversation with the baby. I like how you said that.
Regular conversation.
Yeah.
No.
Insider also revealed that Musk had twins quietly in November of 2021 with one of his top executives, Siobhan Zills.
Oh.
Wait, what?
So this is
Neuralink executive.
cheating on her with.
Wait.
Yeah, so
it all
that's
makes
cool.
sense now.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Why did the last article not say anything about this shit?
You know, that's a good question. Just for funsies, his first 5 kids he had with his first wife. So wait, 5 with the first one, 3 with Grimes, and then twins with the new girl.
Wait, so
that's 10.
She carried them.
Siobhan?
Yeah, right?
I believe so.
His second and third children with Grimes were born through a surrogate. And Siobhan was that surrogate? Or it was a whole other pregnancy thing?
How far do we want to dig?
That's not got that far. We're done, I think. Let's move on, so.
It's a giant mess.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to another giant mess, but like a fun giant mess.
Never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah. I love this Tiger King shit that came up. It came up like right at the beginning of the pandemic and gave everybody something.
Did you know I've not seen a single episode of the Tiger King?
Oh.
Why?
I also haven't watched it.
I refuse to watch it. So
what the frick? Why?
Because that's all you flipping heard over that friggin' 2 years you locked inside.
You heard it because it was good.
Tiger King's like, oh, I don't want to be part of that cult. Nope, not doing it.
It's not a cult.
That's what some of the cult would say. Come on. So
wait, you want to be on the side of the people who want to hurt cats? Because that's
I don't
the other
even know
side.
what it's about, though. So
it's about hurting cats.
What you're saying, Frank, is not. That's not fair at all.
Yeah,
it is.
He doesn't know what it's about. How are you gonna say he's choosing to hurt cats because he didn't watch a show?
He thinks that watching Tiger King makes him a member of a cult. So you know.
I was being facetious when I said that.
No.
But
If you
it's
think a
kinda
documentary
crazy.
calling out a thing makes you a cult member, then you obviously don't want that thing called out.
You're getting pretty offended for not being in a cult. Just saying.
I thought you liked cats, and you don't watch Tiger King.
Wow.
Anyway, let's go on. What's going on here? So,
I'm gonna put a comment on the YouTube video
Yeah,
now saying
go
that,
ahead.
just so you can never outrun that.
Tiger King.
I also
Animal
did not
Trainer.
watch
Hey.
it though. I just don't want to though, honestly.
But that means two of us don't even know who Doc Antle is.
yeah.
Tiger King
Yes.
animal trainer Doc Antle gets suspended sentence for wildlife trafficking in Virginia, which I'm sure he's guilty of.
Yes, I'm 100% sure he's guilty. If you watch that documentary, all of them are.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh.
Maybe I'll watch it in the next pandemic.
They're crazy.
So yeah.
The trainer featured in the popular Netflix series Tiger King has received a suspended 2-year sentence after being convicted of wildlife trafficking in Virginia, the state attorney general's office announced. So let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so
Let's see.
accused of illegally buying endangered lion cubs in Frederick County, Virginia for display and profit at his South Carolina zoo. A jury convicted him in June of 2 felony counts each of wildlife trafficking and conspiracy to wildlife traffic. He faced up to 20 years in prison. Yeah, so this guy is, first of all, he is kind of running a cult. Like that's kind of who he is. He runs a cult for sexy young girls who want to take care of endangered species.
They don't take care of them.
Right, they don't take care of them. But want to work with endangered species, and then he buys them boob jobs and like starts sleeping with them. It's real weird.
Okay.
So this kind of starts to get into it here. The Myrtle Beach Safari, petting zoo owned by Antle, and there's a documentary out there on Netflix, Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and subsequent miniseries documentary they made after the original. The original followed a totally different guy, and Antle was just a small part of it. But the whole time you're watching the original, you're like, wait a minute, these other guys are doing the same shit that Joe Dirt did.
Carol
Whatever his
Baskin
name
killed
was.
her husband.
Joe
I don't
Dirt.
care what you
Yeah.
say. She's
Yeah.
guilty.
Isn't that a movie
It is a movie.
all on its own?
They couldn't put me on that jury.
I'm pretty sure I loved that movie as a
think she's
kid.
guilty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways,
I just-
prosecutors said the Myrtle Beach Safari's lucrative petting zoo motivated Antle to amateur lion cub, and that there were illegal cub exchanges in 2017, 18, 19. Now, the reason they need these little baby ones is because it's a petting zoo. They literally take the lions out and hand them to people and let them pet them.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when that lion gets a little...
They never.
I don't hear him anymore.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all great when you're just cuddling a cute little kitty in your hands. That part's harmless.
Yeah.
It's what comes after, when that cub is now 2 years old.
Yeah, because
What they do next.
Now, you can train them, but you never can take the wild out of them. You know, like you can
Yeah.
never take the wild. Even
And-
domestic cats, they will.
I'm gonna say I can't completely take the wild out of my cat.
Yeah, like it's just what they do, right? It's like.
And some of the original stuff when they were looking into Joe Exotic was that he literally would put down his tigers when they got older.
That's horrible.
He would get cubs and then kill them when they're adults. So that's what I
Yeah,
mean by
that's-
herding cats.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And Antle's in that group
And
of
maybe I
people
don't want to
doing
watch
that.
that. Like, there's that one show that.
There's also Carol Baskin.
There's that other show about cats, like the guy who killed cats on the internet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fuck with cats.
No, I can't watch that either. I can't watch that stuff. I'll get
Oh no,
you.
that's fair, but on it's not as bad on Tiger King.
Yeah, well,
No, it's not even close. Tiger King is just... They're not showing the violence to the cats because
No.
it's literally what they're trying to catch them doing.
I can handle it. I watched about 30 seconds of it. It's like, yeah, I'm done. No more of this.
But Carol Baskin killed her husband.
We
Okay,
can all agree.
I heard that.
I don't
saw
have to
that-
say allegedly.
I saw that on Facebook. It sounds true. No,
She did it. She did it.
Yeah.
That bitch.
Wait,
All right. Well,
Facebook news.
They don't know the Tiger King, but you got to know George Takei, right? Takei?
Takei? Never heard of the guy.
Yeah. Well, dang.
Yeah, no,
You've never heard of George Takei, like ever?
no, like some. Yeah, I'm
Really
sure-
or
yeah.
not really?
I know who he is. Yeah.
So you're aware of the famous author, activist, George Takei.
Well, Arthur actor. Broadway.
Author,
Broadway.
actor, activist, American. He's all the A's.
Yeah. So. Hey.
He's writing a book.
Okay. Cool.
Apparently, I don't know. Has he ever written a book before?
You don't know. Yeah.
Sure he has.
Apparently, he's making a picture book about his time in an internment camp.
Cool.
It's
for
a
him, I
picture
guess, yeah.
book, so that's you know.
That's
Oh
not-
my!
How are you gonna
Wow.
show this properly with a picture book?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
is this picture book intended to be? Like, who's your target audience of this? I'm
Well,
scared.
how old was he
Young readers.
when-
It says.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. Released by Crown Books for young readers. I guess that's just their name.
But how old was
Yeah.
he when he went into the internment camp?
well, he's 70, 80 years old now, so
Right.
he would have been
So
like
he-
10.
Based on the picture on the front.
He's 86.
Uh,
1942, so that's what, 60 years ago? No, 70 years ago? 80 years ago. He was
81
6.
years ago.
He was
He was
6,
5
5
or
or 6
6,
years
yeah.
old.
Right.
Yeah, my
I'm
childhood.
not very
yep.
good at math, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with this being a picture book.
He does have some previous books. Oh, my!
no, it's
there
like,
goes the
no,
internet.
you said it wrong. You're like, oh my. I can't do it right either, but he does it.
Oh my.
He does it
Oh
a certain
my.
way. We can't do it. So
Oh my!
yeah,
About his substantial social influence following and the autobiography to the stars. So this is his third book.
yeah. I guess.
So it doesn't sound like these. Well, what is Oh my? There goes the internet. What is that?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
a picture book?
That's just one
I
of his
haven't heard of
sayings
this
from
one.
one of, I don't know. He used to always say "oh my" all the time. But yeah, good for him, I guess. He's already. Hope he puts the money he makes off that to good use, to charity or something.
Lions and tigers and bears strikes back.
Oh my.
Oh
Oh
my.
my! Oh my!
But here's the actual one. Like that other one came back. I don't know why. Is this an alternate cover? Maybe that's Amazon.
Oh my.
Oh my!
That's just an alternate a cover, maybe. But holy shit! Yeah. So I didn't know he was even an author, to be honest. So
Well,
I hope to find that book in Walmart or somewhere someday, so I could just pick it up and flip through and see. Just because I don't know what the hell like a picture book of an internment camp can look like. I gotta know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, here's a story we covered a while ago and haven't talked a bit.
back to Hawaii.
The Lahaina Hawaii fires. So I know we talked about this, about tourism and bringing tourists back and questioning whether or not the residents wanted that or not.
And they don't, it looks like.
Well, now there's a petition saying no, they don't want it.
So Lahaina residents deliver petition asking Hawaii governor to delay tourism reopening.
Here's some
But why?
signs. Too
Because
early
they haven't
for
even rebuilt
tourism.
their houses yet.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah, but I
homeless. Like,
mean,
but where are these tourists gonna go? Like, and
no, that's. I
'Cause-
don't think those are the same thing.
the hotel rooms are probably
Everything.
booked. You know, like.
Yeah, it depends if they have money.
So
Because
the
you have
petition-
to, if you gotta pay money for that, pay money to rebuild your house. You gotta, it's money.
So the petition was signed by 3,517 people from the West Maui zip codes, which come amid fierce and anguished debate over when travelers should return to the region home to a historical town of Lahaina.
Okay, the West Maui population is 28,000.
So that is what percentage?
I can't.
No, a little over 1%. A little over.
No.
A little over
It's a
10%.
little over 10%. So a little a little over 10%. So like that's actually a pretty good sized portion of their population that have an issue with it.
12%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like enough to like sign a petition.
So, and right here, though many residents say they are not ready, others need tourism so they can work in hotels, restaurants, and earn a
Yeah.
living. So it's a split
It's a
issue
mix,
here.
yeah.
That's where my question came from, because I understand, like, tourism, if it's a big part of your economy, it can
Yeah,
cripple
true
you
that.
if you don't have it.
Right. I could see both sides of this, honestly, but like what are the reasons that they're wanting them to not come?
That's a good question.
The box on behalf of 14,000 people signed the petition as of midday Tuesday. What? So 14,000 people signed it? That's like half the fucking population then.
Wait, what?
Several dozen people dressed in red t-shirts went to Green KOA's wood-paneled executive chambers to deliver the signatures in person. Green was not in his office, so the director of Constituent Services, Bonali Palalu, accepted the box on his behalf. Altogether, 14,000 people signed the petition as of midday Tuesday.
Wow.
So do we need to look at? I don't understand what number to use. That like 14,000
That's
people.
half their population doesn't want it to happen then.
Yeah, that's significant.
Right.
Oh,
But he said
More than
more
8,000 people have lost their jobs already as well.
Right.
So,
So I'm still trying to understand the reason behind not wanting the tourism though.
I don't know, but half the people there don't want it to open.
there must be a
So,
reason for it. Like,
there has to be some sort of reason.
Well, it's half the people in Lahaina, not half the people in Hawaii.
Half the people in Lahaina.
yeah, you can still travel to places in Hawaii, just not that part. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The number of visitors plummeted 70% after the fire, which makes sense. A few weeks
That's
after
massive.
the fire, the tourism industry began urging travelers to respectfully visit parts of Maui unaffected by the blaze.
That's why I was
Like,
getting all those ads.
Walea and Makena, which makes sense. Here, go to these places that aren't tortured. A long expanse of coastline encompassing Lahaina and hotels and condos to its north would reopen to tourists on October 8th. So that's in 4 days.
2 days away, yeah.
Yeah. The first phase to be reopened under the mayor's plan from Kapalua to the Kahana Villa is 7 to 10 miles. And 15 to 20-minute drive north of the area that burned.
Only 2 hotels will open.
But they're decently outside of town, it looks like. Like they're a 20-minute drive from where it burned.
Yeah. But apparently there's only, it says right here, two hotels will be open on Sundays.
So they're going to do a gentle start is what the mayor's saying.
there's a restaurant bartender saying he's not ready to come back. He's not ready to face the question every single day and every single hour
Right.
of, hey, did you lose your house?
Because for them it was
You
actually
know that question's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot too.
Literally
a lot.
every single person that sits at their table, if they're a waiter, is going to be like, I want to talk about it.
Yeah, because they're all gone through trauma, and then these people who want to hear about the trauma
Yeah.
are going to
So
go
that
there,
makes
right?
sense. Just from a psychological place, not being able to really start opening your businesses again, that some of which burned to the ground. The governor said lack of tourism would make it harder for the state to rebuild the elementary school that burned in the fire and provide residents with healthcare coverage. So also
Yeah.
there's the problem of just infrastructure.
Yes.
And it's also saying you don't have to go back to work yet. They're saying you can stay home still and keep getting your benefits and the housing they currently have set up for them.
That's cool because it's people cope different ways, right? Some are
Right.
going to be over it right away, even if they lost a loved one. That's just how they are. They're like, okay, they're not over it. They just
Grieving was more critical to him than getting back to work.
see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Some people grieve a long time. Some people don't, right?
Yeah, that's just one of those hard things because there's also like the people that do want to get back and they have to.
And that's the thing though. They want for their health too, for their mental health. They want to get back to work for their. Yeah, I guess it's such a toss up because.
Well,
My personal opinion
somewhere in
is
here,
I would welcome tourism, but that's me, right?
right? And you understand because you're in a place where tourism is big.
But if you lost like
Tourism is a massive
yeah,
part of
you're right.
our-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly
It's
it.
a
You
massive
gotta.
part of our economy.
Life goes
Where
on,
was it?
right? And that's a shitty way to say it, but life you have to keep moving forward.
Exactly. You have to.
So. And
Well, I
it's
can't
that's
find
sad
what
to
you
say,
said.
but it's true, right? You can't just give up
Okay, there it
because
is.
Like you said, though, people do grieve differently. Like for me, when I whenever I've lost somebody, work kind of helped it better than
See,
sitting at home.
not me. Like
It's
actually,
just-
the weird part is like the picture of my cat here, Pie. Like when I was messed up. I took several days off because I was like, "There's no way But he was my, you know what I mean? There's no way.
Mhm.
And then when my grandpa died, and I feel shit because I was super sad, but I don't need to take a day off. I took the next day off because I was sad, right? And I still am. But so it depends on who it is too, but it also depends on the situation, right? So
Yes.
I've had a
Like,
house fire before. I was traumatized for that for a while, but nowhere near this. Like nowhere near this. It was just long story. I'll tell you one day maybe. But yeah, it was nowhere near this. No one got hurt. Nothing too bad.
Yeah.
It was damaged, but yeah, no, but it was scary. Like it was one of those
that's the
scary
other thing,
things.
is they did lose a significant chunk of their population just to deaths in the fire, right? Wasn't it
Yeah,
like
98, I think they said.
I think they're
Maybe
lying,
yeah,
but
yeah. What do you mean they're lying? You
Well,
think it was more than 98 people?
Yeah, there
It
because
says
there's still
at least.
and there's still people missing, and yeah, I don't know, just
So, like, over 100 people dead, basically. Like, yeah, some people are going to need some time to grieve.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to point out here, this Tamara Paulton, who's representing the Lahaina on the council, urged the governor to decide on when to reopen after an open and transparent way. So, I mean, if that's their demand, they want included on the plan, I'm good with that. The residents should be included in some way. I mean, because it sounds like half of them want some things and half of them some other things. So the governor
sounds
needs
like-
to do this in a transparent way that shows that he's considered everyone.
Sounds like they're doing a good job, though, because I mean, they are still opening things outside the town. So, like, they're trying. It sounds like.
Yeah, and this says that they didn't have reliable cell phone
Compromises.
for the first month, so I assume that means or internet. So I assume that means they've now got reliable cell phone and internet.
people
Now
be-
it does say they still have uncertain housing, which is a
big deal,
anxiety-ridden topic. People like that's just not an easy thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
they're
we'll
rebuilding.
keep checking back in on this.
I hope they do rebuild, and I see all points from everyone. I see everyone's points, and that's the thing. Everyone has their own opinion about this. Imagine how they are there, right?
I just want to point out this story up here is stupid, and we're never going to do it.
No. Why'd you even point it out? Let's
Why?
keep going.
Any Taylor Swift thing. It's not news.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't care about any Taylor Swift news. All right.
It
We
is-
haven't really talked about the man
whoa,
very
whoa,
much.
There's a lot of Swifties out there, so they're all
There
welcome to
are.
hear it. So
Trump's Manhattan fraud trial enters day 3. Anybody watching this?
vaguely, but there's nothing's gonna come of it. So
Well, did you?
A watch? I have not been.
I don't
I know,
really
I
think there's been
haven't, so.
a whole lot to watch, but there is a few fun things that have been happening. Like, Trump's team was wanting to have a jury, apparently, and the judge told him no.
well,
And then they got big mad about that, and the judge told him, no, because you didn't check a box saying you would like one.
Hmm.
Literally, his own lawyer filed documents that said they didn't want one, that they wanted the judge to do the.
Oh well, he fucked up.
Yeah, his legal counsel fucked
I
up,
haven't
and he
heard
got
that
big
one,
mad
so,
about it. Yeah, so it will not be a jury. It will be the judge does the everything.
Nice.
Is that good or bad for him? I actually don't know.
I think it's bad for him, but
Do we know? Wait,
Yeah.
which judge is it?
it's
This
the
is
one
a
he
judge who has
appointed.
already found him guilty of something, right?
Yeah.
Which judge?
He appointed him. I don't.
Judge
remember his name.
Arthur Indigor. Yep, Judge Arthur.
Finger on.
Sure.
Yeah. So he's very, very biased, and it's gonna get tossed out. I'm pretty
Wait.
sure.
Is he biased?
Well, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah.
He played in a band and protested the Vietnam War. Yeah, he might be a little biased, but
So this says the
Yeah.
judge ruled last week that Trump and his company deceived banks, insurers, and others by massively overvaluing his assets. Which, yeah, he did that. He did so he could get loans.
oh yeah, and Trump has specifically called him out as a political hack, even before this case.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be found guilty, but then it's gonna be completely not overruled, but retrial. And
Gendron, a Democrat, has ruled repeatedly against Trump in 3 years he's been presiding over James' lawsuit. He forced Trump to sit in deposition and held him in contempt and fined him $110,000.
Trump rages at Judge Indigoran over low valuation of his properties. He's angry because the judge said your shit's not
although I
what you
think
think it is.
I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. It's still gonna go on.
His faces look very angry, very red.
Gross like that.
Yeah, but like, look at a normal person. Like, this is what his skin should look like.
Yeah,
Oh.
but he's not.
Also,
He's not normal anymore.
This
Looks
judge,
actually Oompa Loompa.
th-
The
this
fake
isn't a-
tail. Oh.
He's an
Oompa
elected
Loompa.
judge, not an appointed judge.
Yeah, elected. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
So.
we have both of those kinds
Yeah.
here in the United States because we like to mix it up, you know.
So apparently, the judge valued Mar-a-Lago. We all know Mar-a-Lago at $8 million. Trump says, "Nah, it's worth 50 to 100 times that." No, it isn't. It's a
Well,
golf course.
Yeah.
It's an $18 million golf course. This is a very expensive golf course, but 50 to 100 times that? That'd be... He thinks it's
I
$1
don't think he
billion?
understands how much 50 to 100 times is.
That's...
I don't think he did his math.
Yeah, because that's like $1 billion he thinks it's worth. The smallest house in Palm Beach is probably worth $50 million. And Mar-a-Lago's the biggest. So... I mean, silly bitch.
But it's him being him, right?
And by the way, my financial documents are valued much less than my actual, which no one even knows. But the financial documents we gave the bank are much less than my actual now.
Congratulations.
So
just
they're like, you overvalued, and he's like, no, actually, I under. Okay.
Couldn't be me.
Well, see what happens.
He nevertheless
whenever,
said Engoron will side against him in the case because he is a, quote, Democrat judge, and he has no choice. What else has been going on? 4 hours ago, the AG said she will not be bullied by race baiting. Well, what does that have to do with this?
I'm just looking up another, trying to find some stuff here, but I can't find nothing. But yeah.
Apparently, he's been making numerous sharp comments aimed at her the now 3-day civil trial.
What? Trump make comments? Never.
Oh, on one occasion, Trump referred to James as a, quote, political animal.
Yeah. I'm sure she said a lot worse about him. And he said a lot worse things before, too.
Well, what do you know about Letitia? I don't know anything about Letitia. This isn't the judge. This is the AG.
Yeah, this is the Attorney General.
I know, but she probably hasn't said many good things about Trump.
I'm assuming
Who
she
has
said good things about him, but I'm assuming she said everything professionally.
I don't know. Like, I can't. I'm just saying. But yeah, but that's Trump. That's how he is. He's not changing now, all right?
Well, it's not about will he change now. It's about will the judge find him in contempt of court. He's in a place where you can't just say anything. The judge actually has the power to put you in jail. I hope he gets contempt of court. His dumbass can't stop himself from talking to the media. And he's already got gag orders on talking about any of the judge's staff. And Goron put out a gag against speaking about any of his staff. And it's just a matter of time before Trump does it. And it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's probably going to be over, but the case is probably going to be over pretty soon here. So I don't think it's going to take more than 4 or 5 days. Like,
I think it'll drag on a very long time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've watched a few court things. And
Also, Trump's lawyers want to drag it out as long as possible. Like, they literally want it to end after the election.
But they want Trump to go to court every day then, or are they going to like postpone it for?
They'll go to court every day for Trump.
Yeah.
At some point, he won't have to appear, right? He'll just send his people.
They're using PAC money to pay for his lawyers. Like,
But you know what? I feel like we've talked enough crap about Trump. We got to talk some crap about Biden.
Okay. Top trainer sees Biden's dog 11 biting incidents as extreme case. This dog needs help.
Yes.
Okay.
I've never heard of a dog have more than 7 bites and still be alive. So Biden's dog is biting Secret Service agents.
Yeah, it's been happening since it was a puppy. So.
Secret Serviceman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bruh. Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Secret Service. They were all out with injuries because
a biting spree.
It's led President Biden's dog Commander to go on a biting spree. Why is this clickable? What? And it links to just Fox News. Like,
biting spree.
They just wanted this to be blue and underlined.
Yeah.
All right. So Commander has been Secret Service members 11. So this is 2 years.
Yeah, you keep cutting out there, but yeah. But still, so in 2 years, a dog bit 11 people. That's crazy. Like, a dog bites 1 or 2 people, it's over. You know what I mean? Like a normal dog?
Yeah, I don't understand how Commander's still going.
Yeah, like...
His commander, that's why he's in charge.
Like, maybe he's like, fuck, I don't want to be Biden's dog anymore. And that's why he's like, why isn't this working? God.
Apparently there's a dog trainer. There's a dog trainer offering to show up and help.
Well, it's clear they've already done that. They've already done that last year, or in 2021 they did that. They're like, don't worry, this won't happen again. I remember when it happened several years ago.
Davis said he thinks Commander has been put into an unfair environment to be successful.
Yeah. Like, is he talking about the dog or Joe?
Commander's the dog.
I know.
I mean, Joe
it
is
was a
part of the
joke.
environment.
So, yeah.
Joe's part of the environment, I
Yeah.
think.
But yeah,
10 out of the 11 biting incidents by Commander have happened in the span of only 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of them put somebody in the hospital.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. I love dogs.
Bro,
I love
I'm
pets.
resigning.
What
I
the
love dogs,
fuck?
yeah. So
for me, it's the wrong dog for the wrong person at the wrong place. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, so
maybe. It could be the
every-
right dog.
Every president has like gotten a dog for like the last 40 years, 50
Yeah.
years, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Like it's a stupid tradition that you have to get a dog, especially because you're
Oh
not-
my god.
Okay, that's a bad photo.
Oh
That's a mean
shit.
photo.
Oh no.
Like it's a dumb tradition that you have to get a dog because you're never gonna like love that dog. That dog is just there as like a
Yeah.
symbol, you know.
But I don't think Trump
Holy
got a dog. I don't think Trump got a
He
dog.
did not. He's
Did he
like, the
not?
yeah, he's like the only one that didn't.
Well, like, to be fair, he's like, I'm not gonna take care of a dog. What's the point of having one, right? Like,
He's like the only president that didn't. Yeah, like.
and Biden's got a
yeah.
cat too, apparently.
Only Polk, Andrew Johnson, and Trump have not had a presidential pet.
Yeah.
But Johnson did have some mice in his bedroom
Huh?
that he took care of.
Weird.
Yeah. Does that count? Counts.
Hey, mice are
Well,
smart.
Yeah. So why didn't we hear about this after like the third one?
We
Like, why
did.
is
It was
11?
on the news. It was on the
Was it?
news. Yeah, I heard it.
Did they say what it was for?
This was back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I heard about it.
This says that 11 or 10 of the incidents happened within 4.
Yeah, so it must have been maybe just bit again because I just remember hearing about it a long time ago. I can't say when, but they're like, "Oh well, he's gonna get some training and he's a good
I'm
boy."
telling you, bro. His other dogs been put he's probably been through like 3 of them and just not even knowing it. They've all been put
Yeah.
down and just keep replacing the dog.
Yeah,
That's gotta be it.
maybe. And it's just it keeps biting people.
Yeah. And it's
Like
just
that's-
getting new dogs. He just doesn't notice.
And the
it.
Secret Service says no comment.
Of course not.
And then they went ahead and put the dog again.
Bad dog.
in,
Bad
in the
dog.
article with the dog again. They found like the best picture though. I mean,
So-
if Fox is gonna run this, that's the picture they want.
Yeah.
Guaranteed
Service
it was like a video and they just like scroll through it to
Yeah.
get the best.
Well,
Secret
that's
Service
our-
official comment. He was a bad dog. He's a very bad dog.
Bad dog.
Bad dog, and whoever this trainer is that wants to come in, Davis or whoever, let him do it. He says he can do something with the dog. And we've watched a lot of Galaxy. What's his name?
Jackson Galaxy of the Cats.
Yeah, Jackson Galaxy, and he fixes cats that people think are terrorists and
Yeah.
can't be fixed. Every cat can be fixed.
Oh, like everyone who talks to me says their cat's mean and stuff. I go to it. I can pick up the cat, and everyone's like, "What?" And I just start petting the cat. You talk to the cat, and they don't.
Yeah,
Like,
especially with cats, it's a lot about the energy you give
it's,
off.
I don't
and
know. Like
how you handle them.
I've only had
right?
one cat in my life who didn't like me. Her name is Kitty, and she was my stepdad's cat. And
Should have given her a real name.
The guy that's like she was a bandit. I don't know. Long story. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, she hated me. But one day, a cat cornered me in my own house. It got in and cornered me, and she came and saved me. Like she was like, I can pick on him, but nobody else can. So even though she hated me, she still was like, I'm a cat. I'm gonna protect you. So.
What do you mean a cat cornered you? Like
Well, we kept our door open because our cats. We lived in a small town at the time, and we left the door open in the summer so our cats could come and go. And once in a while, other cats would come in, and we find them sleeping in our house. Like not a big deal, right? But this one time, this mean kitty came in, and I was in the kitchen, and I was like probably 10 years old, and I'm in there.
mean kitty.
He was mean, okay? I'm in the kitchen. I turn around. He's like, "Meow." His tail goes up, and he's like looking at me. I was like, whoa, so I'm freaking out. And he's like, meow. And Kitty comes out of nowhere and tackles him, and they have a scrap, and she chases him out the door. Yeah. It was.
Man said mean
Yeah.
kitty.
It was
I love that. I love that.
It was a mean kitty. So. Hold on, what? I'm gonna say this nice kitty came around the corner? No.
I just would have omitted the word kitty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So.
Well, I got some good
Um,
news finally.
This is someone's favorite topic. I don't know if they're watching right now.
Stoneman Willie is finally going to be buried.
Yeah.
So this is a Pennsylvania mummy known as Stoneman Willie.
Yeah,
It's going to be buried after 128 years.
There's a twist to this story, though. I heard
What do you
about
mean?
this.
Not dead.
I heard about this. Going down. Hey,
It says Stoneman Willie's newly discovered true identity will be revealed at this
Yeah,
burial.
Oh, look at
Watch
this.
live here.
Oh
Click
my
now.
God. Oh my God. Oh.
All right, so he was inadvertently mummified
see,
in
there
the
you
late
go,
19th
yeah.
century. What? How do you inadvertently mummify
Oops.
yourself? Whoops, oops. I accidentally
And he was
took
on
out all my
display.
organs and liquids.
He was on
Whoops.
display, too. That's the thing, though. He was on display for people.
The man has been known in death as Stoneman Willie. His actual identity, however, is unknown for now. What is known is that Stoneman Willie was an alcoholic who died of kidney failure on November 19th, 1895. At the time of his death, Stoneman Willie was imprisoned at Berks County Prison on theft charges.
Oh.
Okay, and how did okay?
All right.
That's
I mean,
How did they
such
not
a
know who
lot
he
of
was?
information.
when he was arrested, he gave his name as James Penn.
Ah,
Well, that's in quotes, so it's not actually James Penn. Yeah, he provided a fake name in order to spare his brother and sister's reputations.
Yeah. What a nice guy.
Oh.
You know who it is now? That's a lot of hints. He's got a brother and a
it's a guy
sister. They
from
have a
Red-
reputation.
It's a guy from Red Dead Redemption.
Walter.
Arthur Morgan.
Arthur.
Arthur
Yeah.
Morgan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that doesn't look like Arthur.
wait.
Oh.
So why is he
Big
mummified?
t-
And why is he wearing
warning
a mask?
display. Warning display, everybody. There's a friggin' dead person.
Mummy.
Yeah, mummy, I guess it is mummy.
What is the sash about?
Accidentally mummified by Undertaker. Okay, well, we still need to know what the fuck. How do you accidentally...
Maybe they wanted, maybe it was the wrong, maybe they had two bodies and they just got the wrong
Hold
one.
on. His body was
Yeah.
released to Aumann's funeral home in Reading, Pennsylvania, where it was accidentally mummified in an attempt to experiment with novel embalming techniques.
Oh, it's an experiment. Wow.
Okay, and then why did they just leave it out? Pennsylvania authorities gave Aumann's funeral home the permission to keep Stoneman Willie's body rather than burying it in order to keep monitoring the effects of the... So it was an experiment.
Wow.
To
For over
see if
130
the-
years.
Yeah, to see if the embalming worked.
Well, it did, yes.
Well, you can view the body for one final time, October 2nd to 6th, which means tomorrow and the next day are it.
Yeah.
You know, all you Pennsylvaniaites out there. Don't we have a Pennsylvania?
Yeah, we
Is that Heckles?
Yes,
Heckles,
Heckles, right?
Not sure if he's here.
Oh my
Heckles.
god. Why do we always do a Heckles story? It literally is every...
You always do a Heckle story.
So Heckles, if you've seen Stoneman Willie, hit us up. We'll bring you back on and talk about it.
For sure. Okay.
Uh,
Well, that's interesting. It's kind of creepy, but interesting.
Oh, refer to him as our friend Willie.
Do you want to meet Willie?
Hey, you want to meet my friend? Here,
His name
he's
is
in back.
Simon Willie.
He's not. I mean,
Some
he's
6'9"
become an
guy.
icon.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
That's a little weird.
Oh, we gotta follow this up when we get the real name. It's probably gonna be like a letdown,
Yeah.
but like we had to come back
Well,
to this, right?
Friday we should have the
On
name
the
Friday.
6th.
We should have the name
Yeah.
Friday. So Friday,
Exactly.
That's what we talk
He'll
about.
be buried on the 7th.
And so somebody was somebody commenting on his drip because this says he was redressed in 19th century attire for public viewing.
So was
Oh.
somebody stripped him naked like multiple times? For...
Yeah, they've dressed up this mummy. Yep, that means they took clothes off of it.
We're
Then
really. Oh.
Yep. That's
Why?
they took him in the parade.
Why?
What the fuck are you doing, Pennsylvania?
Fuck it, cremate me. I'm done.
Holy
No.
shit! This is why cremation is so important. Because if they just do this, like, you don't have any control anymore.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Just harvest my organs and cremate me.
I don't even care, honestly.
Yep, Stoneman Willie. Been waiting 128 years for this.
Okay, well, let's see what really. Okay, let's try to guess his name. Let's all take a guess. I'm gonna say Joseph Smith. Yeah,
Nah, his name is Jack Johnson, and you know it.
Joseph Smith.
Wait, the same name as the guy who founded the Mormon religion?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the dude who founded the Mormon religion.
Okay, well, oh, shit, weird.
So 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers are on strike. So
Yeah.
a whole bunch of big pharma people are on strike.
It's not pharma. This is healthcare workers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
More than 75,000 unionized employees of Kaiser Permanente, one of the nation's largest not-for-profit healthcare providers, are walking off the job Wednesday, making it the largest healthcare worker strike in U.S. history. Are they really not for profit? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The striking employees who work across California, Colorado, Washington, Virginia, Oregon, and Washington, D.C. are represented by a coalition of 8 unions that comprise 40% of Kaiser Permanente's total staff. The unprecedented strike comes at a time of heightened labor activity across the United States, with tens of thousands of workers across multiple industries taking to the picket lines for better pay and better benefits. So, if they're not profit, like, where are they making extra money that they really should be giving towards the workers? I'm not saying workers shouldn't make more. I'm just
So they are working. They are striking for better work environments.
that's a
It
whole
is patient safety and also employee safety. They are understaffing. They're not demanding more pay. They're demanding staffing of levels to actually take care of the people they're supposed to be taking care of. We're exhausted, they're quoted saying. Yeah, no, the question you asked led right into exactly what. It's not about money. It's not about that.
I'm having flashbacks of what it was back home, me growing up. A person said, coming into the emergency room and waiting to be seen for hours, or even being left hide in a room waiting for an x-ray for the lab work. Or you may have a condition that might not be critical, but because you have not been seen within that period of time, that could potentially save your life. Something very simple can turn into a bigger issue. So they're also saying it's unsafe for the patients.
That sounds like Canada's emergency rooms.
Yeah. The longer you have to wait, like more lives are lost.
Like it's like literally sometimes it's a 10-12 hour wait, and some people are literally not bleeding out, but they're pretty fucked up, and then they don't have a heart attack and die.
Well, that's not okay either.
Yep, the union coalition on strike is called staffing levels at Kaiser facilities unsafe and patient wait times for care dangerous. Yeah.
Okay. Yay, go on strike. Yay.
Yep, 75,000 of them, 40% of the workforce. So if this doesn't make the higher ups do something, I mean,
make it
what else can you do?
For everyone, please.
Yes. So I
mean, what should they do?
They should meet the demands. They should come to the negotiating table with the union and capitulate to the demands.
I'm sure the CEO of this nonprofit is making quite bank, so they can probably figure something out. So
right.
It doesn't have to be more money. It might just be less beds. You know, maybe you don't have the staffing for 1,000 beds. You have the staffing for 500 beds. I don't know what they will do, but they have to come to the table because what they're doing right now, it doesn't work for anyone.
Yeah. I don't know what they do either. I have no.
And yeah, this is coming off the heels of the auto worker strike, which is still going, and off the heels of the actors strike, which is still ongoing, and on the heels of writer's strike, which finally ended.
Did it end? Did it end?
Yes.
I don't think it
yes.
ended.
Nighttime shows are back. Stephen Colbert did a show with writers.
Horrible.
They're back. Okay. Yep. One of the big strikes is done, but they got all their demands. Every single one of them. So, good luck to Kaiser Permanente. I want them to get theirs too. This is the whole point of unions.
Facts.
And I'm very pro-union. Even though I don't work for one. And then, of course, all these strikes are also on the heel of another big momentum, I think, of places unionizing, not necessarily going on strike, but forming the union to give themselves these abilities, like Starbucks and all those that we heard about.
This is going back 17 years. I was working at Walmart, and Walmart's totally against union.
Oh God, you can't even say that word there.
I know. So what we did one night is at break. It was we worked night shift, but at 3 a.m. we went and we went to our buddy's house. We printed like 100 sheets about how to become a union, and we put them out the whole wall because the cameras were down for the week because they were doing some renovations. So we dropped these all throughout the store. They wrote about it. They were pretty mad. Like, join a union. They were pretty mad at us. They didn't find out it was us. But
they do not want unions at Walmart.
They knew it was us, but they couldn't prove it. Like, well, I don't know, right? But yeah,
You'll get fired at Walmart if you say
Yeah,
union. So
yeah.
yeah, you had to do all those things just
It's
to
secret,
get
yeah.
away with that. Yeah, I mean, because otherwise it's your job.
Yeah.
That's how serious they take that shit.
Exclusive. U.S. will transfer weapons seized from Iran to Ukraine. That's
No, I picked this story because of our previous stories and Mike's, stories about what Canada's given and like the F-16s and stuff. I figured he'd like this one. We're gonna take weapons from Iran and give them to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Is that good? Do you like that?
That's-
Is this what you were asking for? Because this is what we
I
decided to
guess
do.
that's what you do instead. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we're doing. Is this good?
So yeah.
I don't know.
So
What weapons? Like
Yeah, like
they seized Iranian weapons and rounds, ammunition. How did they seize it?
yeah.
Since they've already sent 1 million rounds
Wow.
that were seized from Iran. They've already sent that many.
Crazy. Yeah. Like a month's worth of ammo. That.
So this says the government obtained ownership of these munitions on July 20, 2023 through the Department of Justice's civil forfeiture claims against Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. So civil forfeiture. That's how. That's like when the cops take your boat because you did a crime while fishing.
Yeah. So
They just take your boat as well, and the trailer and the truck. Civil forfeiture. Get fucked.
And this was
Yeah,
pretty common.
I'm kind of against civil forfeiture. I think
Yeah.
it's evil.
That's so they just,
Because they literally use it to take things that are absolutely unrelated. I mean, imagine every time in GTA when they take your radio.
Yeah.
It's that,
Yeah.
right? We can all. I mean, that's an analog we can all get.
Well,
Yes.
maybe not everybody. Us in the chat, yes, but,
We're the only ones here,
Yeah.
Mike.
but yeah, there's a few people
Kidding.
here.
We just haven't had any chatters. Chatters, if you're out there, just say something. I see Skittles maybe was here, unless that was from a previous night.
That was today.
Oh, okay. Ought you up to? Ought you up, guys? I can't. That's not a sentence.
Yeah.
Ought you up, guys? Ought you up to you too?
But anyway, that's
So yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say on this. I
Yeah,
just kind
it's
of
kind
want
of
to hear
messed
Mike's
up,
take
like,
on it.
I
Since it's
had to
another
take him off.
weapon Ukraine thing. What if Canada
I
did
don't know.
this?
I'd feel bad for Ukraine if Canada did this. Our weapons are horrible. That's like a downgrade. Fuck. So
We're not sending our best.
yeah, well, your best is still better than Canada's. I guarantee it. We have crap. Like the Navy's pretty strong, but our military is pretty messed up.
Is Bermuda doing anything with Ukraine?
No. What? No.
Whoa, you can't
They're in
just
a
laugh.
secret. They're in a secret
Whoa.
relationship. Shh.
Could you imagine? We could provide absolutely nothing to them
Yeah.
except for barrels of rum.
Wait,
That is
what
it.
is this?
Coconuts.
No, we don't do coconuts like that. It's rum. It's just gonna be rum. That's it.
Good old Bermuda rum.
What about this guy?
Mm,
Look,
Mike, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do I see I don't know who this is on your the stream?
this
You
guy's
see
a guy
this
from
person in the
Bermuda.
bottom right, no, in the bottom right corner.
The guy,
Alright.
like the guy with the red shirt.
Literally the bottom right screen of your
The guy with the red shirt on, right?
Yes, yes.
That's
yes.
Frank. I mean, that's Dustin.
Who is that guy?
Bro,
That was a trap, and you fell for it.
okay, cool.
All right. So a former
Uh.
Royal Bermuda Regiment soldier. That's a fancy title. This is an old article. He
The
journeyed
Royal
to
Regiment is
war-torn
just a
Ukraine.
regiment. It ain't much. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So this is what you guys said. This is it.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
it,
what you
yeah.
guys said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you for your contribution
So,
to an effort that I don't know what we're doing there.
okay.
Anyways,
I don't know what we're doing either.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that the sooner it ends, the less like people die. So like sending
too.
them weapons prolongs it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe my math is missing some pieces there, but
I mean, sending Iranian weapons over to Ukraine could
along
be,
with our broken F-16s,
it could be dangerous for Ukraine.
and
That's
Canada's
more
sending a couple horses.
Imagine Iran's just like, oh, they have our weapons, let's go get them back.
Yeah, no, which, hey, Russia, how's it
Don't-
going?
That's what I would do if I was
Hey,
an Iran gang.
I'd call Russia up right away.
Bro,
Like,
that's what
hey,
I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
Iran
joining.
gang.
We're curb something these guys.
Where'd
getting
they drop our
stuff back.
shit? We're getting it back.
Then we're going after America because they gave it up like it's theirs.
You can't just come on our block and take our stuff.
anyway.
And then think you're gonna give it back to people close to us, like my neighbor. You gonna give that to my neighbor after?
Yeah.
Oh,
What did I miss?
okay.
Oh no,
but
they're just
out.
turning world politics into GTA.
UK proposes banning
We're gonna get
cigarettes
those
for
guns back.
young people. That's what's UK. They're proposing cigarettes banning.
Wait, they don't. What's the smoking age in UK?
No,
Are they
I think
literally?
now before we get into this, what I think it's gonna be is and I think they should actually do this because smoking is a habit that they should get rid of. You can't cut off the people who smoke now. But say, okay, if you're born after 2010, you're no longer buy cigarettes. I think that's what they're gonna do, and I hope that's the case. But I think they should do that everywhere.
So currently, you are allowed to smoke cigarettes at any age, but you are not allowed to buy them until you are 18. Whereas in the United States, it's 21.
Is it 21? It's not 18 there.
No.
It's 18 here.
Yeah, they changed it a while ago. It used to be 18 a while back.
Okay, that's not what it is.
Britain's government on Wednesday proposed banning younger generations from.
Generations,
Buying
yes.
cigarettes.
There you go.
Wait, this just says buying cigarettes though.
So if passed into law, this would raise the smoking age by 1 every year, potentially phasing out smoking among young people.
Ah,
That's a good idea.
so this is a phased approach of what Mike was talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I think that's
Right.
perfect idea. That's a great idea. Call me horrible, I think, but like I know this kid, 19 years old. She never smoked in her life. Then I caught her smoking. She's like, I used to babysit her, and she's like, "Well, I'm smoking because I'm stressed."
So
But
the law is
She
that
never
you-
smoked before, but she never smoked. So why would you be stressed and have a cigarette if you never smoked a cigarette before? I thought that was a bullshit lie, but they certainly now she smokes. So it's just, I don't
So
know.
they want to keep raising it every year until like they're 80.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of crazy.
But that's the thing, though. Then there's no point because there'd be no more cigarettes, right? Like at this point. So 20.
No, I mean, they're not putting a ban on cigarettes. They're putting a ban on buying them
Yeah.
in Britain
Britain,
or in
and
England.
I know, but that's the
But
thing,
you
though.
can still bring them in, can't you?
Maybe not. They'll probably change that pretty closely after. They'll probably
Well,
change
they
it.
would have to, but they should probably change it around. the time
That's
they
still
do this.
several years away, right? So
No, yeah, but okay. If it's something that takes time, right?
yeah.
You should do both at around the same time. That way, you can
But-
phase out what is already there.
But the phase out isn't
Or
going to
like, not
affect.
phase it out, but like
But the phase out won't
Right.
affect a single person who smokes right now. Right?
no, okay.
So,
So you have to be a certain age to bring them in.
yeah.
You would also
And just
you
raise
would
that age
watch
as well.
it
Okay.
very
Well,
potentially.
I think
then once
after
it's done,
I think
get rid
it's
of it.
yeah. I think exactly once it's done, you're no longer allowed to have your cigarettes will be barred from the country. In my opinion, and they should do that
Okay,
almost
but
everywhere.
you'll still have people with cigarettes at that point still. So
Yeah,
they-
smuggling it in,
Yeah.
right?
it just
So.
phase out eventually, yeah.
I think any sorts of prohibitions are crazy though.
I don't.
I oppose this.
Yeah, no, but the thing you guys, but you think it wouldn't affect you guys. But
That's not why I oppose it,
doesn't
and
matter.
that's not what
Saying-
makes me
Not.
choose to. That's not what makes me choose to support or oppose
And
something.
I'm not
Its
against,
effect on me
like-
isn't. It's my criteria.
yeah, but if
What
they
it is though, Frank just said it though. He got to
Who?
choose that, right?
Okay,
The
but
fact
here-
that Jeb, you know what?
Jeb,
I hate
what?
you guys. Okay?
okay,
okay, Haimoto.
I'm
That's
sorry.
really hard to
There's
say.
so
by the way.
many freaking names.
okay,
I'm
but
not
okay.
used to it.
So here in Canada, we get
Hold on, he had a
free,
point.
we get
He
free
just said
healthcare,
so.
right? We get free healthcare. Yeah, a pack of cigarettes is $24 for 25 cigarettes nowadays, but we get free healthcare. If they can,
25 in your packs?
yeah, well, you can get 20
What?
packs some places, but here's 25. Some places are 20. Blah blah blah. But anyway, thanks. I'm totally gone now. But
Sorry, you get 25 packs.
yeah, I don't remember what I say now.
This
doesn't
says
matter, I
New
guess.
Zealand has already announced a similar plan.
Oh, sweet. I think the only reason I think it's a good idea is because cigarettes. Yes, I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you could go back and not smoke, if it wasn't there, you wouldn't want to smoke and you wouldn't be craving it every half
Here's
hour.
what
And
you do. You don't ban the substance. You ban them from producing it commercially.
but then that's gonna make people like you guys
Have
freak
sex.
out. You know?
What? I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, you know, but I don't want a whole bunch of friggin' nicotine. I.
So you're saying the reason they don't ban the production of cigarettes is because they're afraid people are gonna nick out? And
You know, during the pandemic, the only place that was allowed to stay open were liquor stores, pretty much, because people were gonna get sick if they stopped drinking. So yes, I think that's exactly what they do. So
why don't they just raise the prices? Take it out.
That's what you know. When I worked at 7-Eleven years ago, packs hit they're $14 a pack, and people are like, ridiculous. If it goes up again, I'm not gonna pay it. It's $25 a pack now. People are like,
okay,
blah blah blah.
If you made it an exorbitant price, shops wouldn't bring them in because they just wouldn't sell them. It would just be a waste of money. So it wouldn't come in anyway.
But we have a big.
You just bought a bag of tobacco all the time. Like,
we have a big cigarette problem here in Canada too.
I used to do that.
There's a lot of illegal cigarettes here in Canada from the reserve, right?
What do you mean illegal cigarettes? Are you saying it's illegal to roll your own cigarette?
But no, but these are because you have to pay a tax on the cigarettes, right? But
what do you mean?
There's hundreds like
what part's illegal though?
Because they're only meant
I paid tax on my tobacco. And I paid tax on my zigzag.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Okay. On the reserve here, so where the natives live and all that, on the reserve, they don't have to pay taxes, so they literally pay $3 a pack or $4 a pack for the cigarettes.
Oh, nice.
Right. So what happens is those trucks get stolen and all that stuff, and then people sell them in the cities, right? And then they sell them for $40 for a carton of 10 or $50 for a carton of 10, sometimes 60. So there's a big deal with that right now. They're literally kicking in people's doors for that stuff because they're losing money. They don't care they're selling the product. They care that
because the commercial things are losing money.
You can get in more trouble now for selling weed than you probably could have 10 years ago because now it's a licensed by the federal government. You know what I mean? Like here in Canada. But yeah.
So.
I mean, you guys have a ban on like flavored like nicotine products as well, right? Like vapes and stuff.
Not vapes now. Now it's allowed in vapes. It was in tobacco. You weren't allowed flavored tobacco.
No, you're not allowed flavored vapes either.
No, they're everywhere.
Places, I guess.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
You're actually not. You're not allowed.
You shouldn't be.
In PI, it's illegal. In Halifax, it's also illegal.
It should
Last
be
time I was in
because
Halifax, my cousin told me about a store that got raided because they had flavored nicotine products.
So on this type of thing, I'm less for things that affect people and more for things that affect companies. So
I know it, but this is the thing.
There's a law that is against the people and potentially like a small gas station if like they didn't card somebody kind of thing. But like I personally think that they should make the production illegal. Like,
but this will. And then in 60 years they'll have no choice. In 30 years they'll be like, no, we're not making enough money. Then they'll probably have to shut down. And that doesn't seem like a big deal to us. I mean, that seems like a big deal to us, but that's not a big deal for the cigarette company, you know?
Wouldn't that essentially be the same thing as making it...
You shut them down, then there's going to be a nicotine crisis, and then a friggin... People are going to go nuts. People are going to... Oh, hell.
That's what I'm saying is, don't ban the substance.
But you ban the production, they're not going to get the cigarettes. They're going to... I don't know. That thing... I've seen people Jones for cigarettes before. I've seen it versing. It's like versing crackheads. They're like they freak out, you know. Like
I'm just saying, if you want to ban cigarettes, don't do it on the people. That's all I'm saying.
So I did look up what the Canadians are doing up there, and it says the attorney would need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you were in possession of contraband tobacco, which means what? Each province and territory fixes their tobacco stamps on every pack of cigarettes. It'd have to be demonstrated that there were no stamps on the packages seized or that the stamps were counterfeits. So what you're telling me is if I buy a pack up there and I put it into any other container, it's immediately illegal?
In theory. And everybody does it.
You know how stupid that sounds?
Everybody does it. Everybody has plastic cases or they have a different case they put it in. Or they
cigarette holders.
Or they buy a 25 pack. They set by a 25 pack and they put it in a 20 pack case, you know, like... You have cigarette holders, so
like a truck full of cigarettes and then bring them to a different state in the United States to resell them.
Yeah, that's what they do with the reserve trucks. They come from Ontario, which is on the other side of the country, and they come here, and then sometimes the trucks get caught, sometimes they don't. And
Yeah,
yeah,
if you look at the bottom of our pack, sweetie, it says Colorado tax paid.
So, so technically, if I'm sitting there with a pack of cigarettes and I take a cigarette and hand it to Jay's, she could be convicted on this.
I don't think
No,
so.
because you didn't sell it to me.
You're not in possession of a cigarette with
And
a
that's the
pack
thing.
with a stamp, and you have one of these cigarettes.
And that's the thing.
Contraband.
So many people come up on the train station, like, "Hey, can I buy a cigarette?" I can. No, I want to make money because I hate cigarettes. I don't like to be around them. But people always say, "I'll give you $1," but now it's like $1.50 for a cigarette, if not more. Smoking ain't cheap. But yeah, I think that's that.
I didn't hear what Jay's was saying. He
No,
saying
it's
something.
only for resale. Like you can give it away if you want. You can share a pack with your friend. You can travel with a pack, but you can't resell it in a different province.
This just says in possession,
Yeah.
not trafficking or selling.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So when
Well-
I hand you a cigarette, you are no longer in possession of the pack, so you're in violation of this
I think that's
because you have a cigarette that doesn't have the stamp.
They're not gonna do that though. Like that would never ever.
This is why you don't do this sort of crappy laws.
Yeah.
It's
So
very stupidly.
Mhm.
I think what they're. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a law. I couldn't.
Why
tell
are they
you, so.
doing it with stamps? That is dumb.
Probably because of the illegal smoke trade, right?
You
Like
say make your laws better.
yeah,
This is just so they can choose when to enforce.
and the packs do look different. They do look. You can tell they're not. They got a different stamp. They still got the Canadian and Alberta stamp or Ontario stamp because these ones come from Ontario.
And by the way,
Not
this
that I know.
has a punishment up to like 5 years.
Yeah.
Reading it, it said like 5 years and shit.
Like I
Right.
said, the only reason
Like they
the
can throw people in jail for
government
5 years for having an illegal.
only reason the
Crazy.
government cares is because they're taking money from the government. You know what I mean?
It's basically
Oh.
tax evasion.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It says in Ontario, a repeat offender convicted of being in possession of more than 10,000 can face a jail term of years.
Yeah, 10,000 unmarked cigarettes.
That's how many cases. Okay, so there's 200 cigarettes in a case. So yeah, that's
a
still
lot.
that's 5,000 packs cases. That's quite a bit.
That's just Ontario.
Yeah, that's a truck.
Wait, there's
Alright.
more.
This
There's
says
500, I don't
under
know.
the criminal code, a person who sells, distributes,
250.
possesses an unstamped tobacco product is guilty of an indictable offense and faces a prison term up to 5 years. So I don't know what this 10,000 is. This just says an unstamped tobacco product.
And that's a repeat offender.
Yeah.
Like it seems like they.
So I don't know what this example is, but this line here says 5 years for somebody who does this. So I don't know why they give this example that seems like it doesn't fall in line with everything else in the.
I was actually
in that
walking downtown the
criminal
other day, and I actually saw some guy would go up to someone and open his backpack. I saw 4 cartons of the cigarettes. I was like, guys, you should probably. I didn't say it, but I was like, you should probably be a little bit more discreet than that, you know? Like, but to each their own.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of my take on the actual story, I would say I'm against the ban if you're going to do anything regular. Because what you're against is the chemicals, right? Or are you
Yeah,
against
well,
the plant? Are you? If you're against
No,
the
it's not the
plant,
plant,
I'm just
it's the
anti
chemicals.
you.
It's all the chemicals they put in there. Like that's killing.
Right,
people.
right. So that's regulation.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Yep, regulate the companies like we've
Okay,
been
yeah.
asking.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what they've done in response? They've paid to not have that happen. They just
Right.
pay our politicians.
You
open.
just turn it to tobacco. Literally, just grind up tobacco and start putting the cigarettes. Most people will probably quit. So.
So how in the world do we convince these politicians who are being paid by tobacco to do that? They'll never do that here ever. I don't know how the UK is.
Don't we have that one more
Doubt they do.
story? It's the last one I posted. I'm surprised you didn't do it after our second story, but
I probably should have, but I didn't. So, since we were talking about the American House Speaker, I think it was important that we bring back up the Canadian Speaker situation, right?
yes, for sure. So yeah, Canada.
Why
has-
is Trudeau so happy here?
Canada has
He's
such
happy.
Canada has
He's-
such a weird thing. This is tradition. Every time there's a new speaker, the leader of each party, the leader of the House and the opposition party, drag the House Speaker to the chair.
So this is why the new House Speaker Greg Fergus was dragged to his chair.
Yeah.
Is what the title of this is.
Yeah, this is why. So I kind
He's
of
elected Canada's 38th Speaker, making
Yeah.
him. Oh, and he's also the first Black Canadian to hold the position. Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
Black Canadian.
And they dragged him to the floor. Oh my!
Yeah, no. I was
You
like, they
can't do
probably
that.
shouldn't say that.
You
but-
can't do that.
Wait, he was dragged to the floor by a guy who had admittedly did blackface.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's a
Sorry,
tradition.
sorry.
It is a tradition. Every House Speaker since the dawn of time has had this happen to them. See, they're all smiling yet. So
This says it's an old tradition, but one that had many Canadians online confused.
because people
Right.
are stupid and they just started filming
Are
it, right?
Is this it?
I was
Oh.
gonna say something, but I'm
We
not
have to
gonna
watch.
say
We have to watch.
You gotta.
One big happy family.
it.
Okay, DMCA song.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it anyways. I'll good.
Our family.
Yeah.
So this is the
Yeah,
this
that's
is the brutal dragging.
yeah. Guy on the left is Pierre. I hope he's the next prime minister.
I'm not gonna lie, Canada. That's a
Yeah.
weird tradition.
Yeah.
They
So
threw him to the floor.
I guarantee someone's
They started bidding.
gonna Photoshop this and put Trudeau's face on there, but he's gonna put Trudeau's black face on his face. I guarantee someone's gonna do that.
Oh,
I've-
that's
we-
awkward.
It will happen. It will happen. I 100% see it.
Look, he's smiling.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's at, it doesn't. But it's that people are gonna take what they can. So, but yeah, it's a tradition. It's happened for a long, long time.
Yeah, somebody's gonna take this video and do some
Yeah.
messed up stuff with it. Like,
Oh, I can see it already.
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh.
It's
I can see it already.
like Canada's done. They're not done embarrassing us yet. Don't worry.
what's
Wait,
this
there's more.
hashtag
So-
here?
Uh,
What's Can-Poli?
Canadian politics?
Oh,
Ah.
That's not
really? That's not.
What?
Boo. Boo.
It's not catchy.
Oh, so, and I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I'm gonna say it is. So
I had no idea why we did this in my country. So weird.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, I already know one thing that could. Oh, it would be perfect, but I'm not gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
I'm just not.
Yeah, it's probably
It
fair.
would be horrendous.
So historically,
well,
UK 's-
that's kicked off YouTube.
Oh wait, UK.
No, definitely
Okay,
not.
say it.
No, I'm not gonna
Oh,
Oh wait, you
Don't
got this
wanna-
tradition from the UK. You
Yeah.
took this from the Queen,
Yeah.
King nonsense. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
you need your spot. Yeah, we will. No, maybe we'll figure it out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Throughout
careful.
history,
I'm gonna be careful with my choice of words there,
yeah.
Jermaine.
If the monarch had a problem with the message delivered by the speaker, that official could be killed. Do you guys still do that?
What?
Do
Sorry,
you let King? What's the king's name now? Henry.
King Henry yet?
This
Um,
naturally led people to being hesitant to accept the role and subsequently being dragged to their chair
Yeah.
when given the position because they might be killed for saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So that's the tradition.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I should have read that next
Yeah.
time. That was important.
Oh,
But do you still do the killing?
probably.
What?
I don't know. I'm joking.
Apparently,
that last guy stepped down though, which is good because he made a big mistake.
According to the
Seven
UK Parliament,
speakers.
7 speakers were executed between 1394 and 1535.
That's different
hence
times
the
then.
Bro.
Hence the reason why some were reluctant to step into the new job.
They
Oh,
literally
I would
were
not
killing
take
them.
that job.
Different
I would
times.
No.
not take that job.
You won't have a choice though. That's why they
Oh,
dragged you
God.
to the chair.
Yeah, that smile's not real.
He's like, oh.
That
no.
one is. That's a real smile because he ain't dying.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah,
Hey, that one's real. That one's real. Fake.
she's got a bad one. Look at her. Look at the bottom left.
Bro, she didn't know what's going on, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
And she's like, what? What are they doing
You ain't
this?
got a clue.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
You guys are weird up there. You know that?
What a weird ass tradition.
But yeah, weird how we both didn't have a House Speaker there for a moment. Weirdest thing ever. I've never.
Yeah, 'cause that was simultaneous
Yeah.
House Speaker missings.
But yeah, is that it? Do we have anything else to talk about? Anything you
That
want
is,
to quickly chat about in Moto, Jays?
No, I think that,
Yeah. I think,
that's
yeah.
it for me. I don't really have any sort of like was it saying to go out
Yeah,
on here?
I stopped
Never
you.
know.
But have you guys noticed what's new on the page?
Social media?
Yeah.
X.
Yes,
Oh,
they
Gotcha.
got rid of the
But not only
birdie.
that, we also changed the font. Look at
Yeah.
that.
So-
Yeah, I noticed the font change.
Did you?
But yeah, it finally does say X.
I'm gonna
But
check-
it still is.
I'm still
It's
working
Twitter.com.
on it. Yeah,
When is Elon going to fix
they
his
can,
site?
because X.com is something else, I think. But
Exactly. That's why you don't change your freaking name.
that's all right. Whatever. He did what he did. So,
If you
He
can't get
changed it
X.com,
for his kid. Come
Yeah.
on.
No.
what about his other
X.com
kid?
X.
He could have
Why?
done why.
Hey.
Why?
X.com now redirects to Twitter.com.
okay. So,
Does it? He got the
Yes,
redirect?
You got it. You got the redirect.
there you go.
Bro.
Maybe
my
just
damn,
easier
you're
because
right.
most people know it's a brand name, so most people know the name Twitter before X, right?
So if I go to Google and just look for X, do I find it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But it still goes to
Oh, yeah.
Twitter.com. Like it doesn't say X.com in the
It does. The
bar.
very first thing returned is Twitter.com
Okay.
/X. There's an @X account.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do they post? What's happening?
Well, Twitter had their own account, right?
Yeah.
I'll just change it to X.
They probably bought it. They probably paid the guy lots of money.
Oh, they bought Twitter. It was
Yeah.
their account.
Or they just took it from him. Who knows?
Yeah, it would become theirs.
But no, because someone else had X. Because I'm sure some random person had X.
They
Some
had
random
to,
person
right?
probably just picked a letter years ago and had it. Unless it was a dead account. Which then you feel pretty foolish if they're like, oh, it's a dead account, let's just take it. Right? But yeah, I think that was it. I appreciate you guys coming on. It was a great show. Himoto, have anything to say before we head out here?
Nothing really special or anything, but as always, Swizzle in, swagger out.
Thank you. Jays, how about you?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Like, okay, that's nothing new. But anything to say before we head out?
No, it was a good show. We had a lot of good topics tonight. You can catch us playing DMRP at some point, I'm sure, as well as next episode of Borderline Banter this Friday. Maybe?
Yes, 7:30.
You
That's
got
correct.
So, hey, Dustin.
I want to thank all of our awesome hosts tonight. Very banterful discussion. Thank everybody at home watching us live and everybody watching later on YouTube. Make sure to click all the things. Leave me comments. I read all of them.
Yeah, we do.
All of them.
2 we
So
get.
leave them.
But yeah, thank you very much. I thank you for coming, everybody. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Every follow helps us grow a little bit. We also have our webpage right here, borderlinebanter.com, where you can go and you can actually check out past episodes. It's a little behind right now, but you can check out our socials and everything will be there. You can also join us. Go to want to be on the show. Want to be on the show and send us an email. Send us your name. We'd love for any guests to come on. We want to talk about places they're from and what you do. A good chat. Join in the conversation. We're always down for that. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much. Don't forget to follow. Before we head out here, like always, I want to say it's okay not to be okay. If you're ever down and you need someone to talk to, definitely give these numbers a call on 988. You can also text it sometimes. That's for the States. In Canada, it's 1-866-456-4566. Soon to be 988. But yeah, definitely never, ever be ashamed to call them. They're there to help you. They're not going to judge you. They're not. It's anonymous. You don't have to worry about it. Thank you for watching. We'll get back Friday night. Good night, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.